Hello, my lovelies. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to the MochaEmprss Oracle and Tarot channel. My name is Renee, and I'm getting ready to do for you the zodiac reading for Cancer. That's right, Cancer. Cancer for October 1st to October 15th, 2020. Some of this may resonate with you. Please take it with you if it does. Please leave that doesn't resonate, leave it where it is. You don't have to try. Because time is an illusion, energy is fluid. When you read this, when you view this this reading, it doesn't mean that it is something that you have to take in the day that it was made or released, but whenever you watch it, that was meant for you to get the message then, at the time that you view the video. It's not for anyone in particular. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. So, let's begin. I'm going to be reading using the Angel Tarot card deck. I'm going to use Tarotorial to clarify, and then I'm going to pick or use, give you an oracle card from the Black Moon Astrology deck. Okay, so let's get into it. This is for Cancer for October 1st through October 15th, 2020. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. The area and the cards and the reading have been blessed and meditated and saged. So here we go. I'm doing the 3 cards. One in the position of present energy, past energy, present energy, and future energy. And I'm going to pull a card from the bottom for overall energy. And I'm going to go ahead and select Black Moon card and put it over here for safekeeping. Okay, so the cards, I'm going to flip them over. Okay, past energy, card number 19, Major Arcana, the Sun. Card in current energy position is card number 10, the Wheel. The card in the energy for the future is Knight of Water, Knight of Cups. And the overall energy of the reading is the Two of Air, which is the Two of Swords. And we'll read the Black Moon Oracle card at the end. Okay, so the Sun card, it's represented by the Archangel Uriel. Sun is a happy outcome. It is the ultimate happiness. It is having confidence in yourself. It is brilliant new ideas that lead to success. That's what the Sun is. Sun shines on everything. Sun shines, warming everything, making everything grow. This is past energy. Present energy is the Wheel. The Wheel is represented by Archangel Michael. It's saying that it's time for a positive change. That the situation, some situation that you're dealing with is suddenly moving forward. That fortune is on your side. Future energy is the Knight of Water, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone that is emotional, they're enthusiastic, they're romantic. This is falling in love, or if you're already in love, it is a wedding proposal, or it could be the need to balance your emotions, or it could be an invitation to a social event. The Two of Air is Two of Swords, Two of Air. It's saying that you're at a crossroads, you're stuck between a couple of decisions, 2 important decisions, but you have to make a decision, you have to choose something, and you're not able to, or you're not willing to. It's a stalemate. It could also mean that you're pretending that there's not a problem going on when there is, obviously. Okay, so we're going to clarify these. Okay, let's clarify the sun, please. Clarify the sun. Clarify the sun, please. Clarify the sun, please. All right. Okay. To clarify the sun, we have the Hierophant in reverse, and we have the Six of Wands. Hierophant in reverse is someone that's rebellious. They have rejected values. They're being subversive. This is someone that may be rejecting, going against the normal, how things are usually done. They're rejecting social norms and they're questioning tradition, that type of thing. They've lost control and they're seeking more flexibility in what they do. Doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It can mean a good thing, just not going too far with it to where people get hurt. The Six of Wands is confidence, progress, victory, achievement with something. It means that an important milestone has been reached, and you're feeling quite confident about it and self-assured. It's got you feeling good about yourself. And not only have you reached this goal, and not only does it make you proud of yourself, but others are seeing what you're doing and what you're accomplishing, and they're pretty proud of you too. You know, it's like they're acknowledging your success. So it's something that you should feel proud of your achievement. The sun, how they clarify the sun is, it seems to me as if someone has done something. It could be you. Because the sun is, there's a happy outcome. So whatever it was that you were doing, you didn't do it the normal way. You did it in an unconventional way. And a lot of people saw what you did and that you accomplished it, and that, you know, you're feeling good about it. You're not feeling guilty about it. You shouldn't feel guilty about it. If it's something that you've been working really hard at and you succeeded at it, then you should feel proud of it. And others will see you with that, what you've done, and that you're feeling proud about it, and they've taken notice, and they're going to congratulate you, or give you your accolades. They're going to see that you've achieved your goal. Okay, this was past energy. So something you did in the past, something that you have recently in the past, achieved some goal, you've done something. He's like, well, I don't care what people think. I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to, do it how I like it. do it the way I think it should be done, and you're going to be successful at it, and people are going to say, hey, okay, well, you know what, cool, that's pretty cool, congratulations, good job, well done. And that's what it says. That's what the sun is. It says brilliant new ideas lead to success. So you did something and it worked. Could be a job, some project you were working on. Well, okay, I was trying to clarify for the wheel. All right. One more for the wheel since one already fell out. One for the wheel. One for the wheel. We're doing this for Cancer, remember. One for the wheel. All right. Okay. Okay, the first card to clarify is Six of Swords in reverse and King of Wands in reverse. Okay, now remember the wheel is saying that this is a situation that suddenly moves forward. This is current energy. Fortune is on your side with the situation that's moving forward. And it's a positive change. It's a positive change for you. The Six of Swords in reversed is saying that something's in your way. That you're needing to make these changes, but something's in your way. Something that you need to possibly deal with, unfinished business. But you need to keep moving. You need to deal with it so you can keep moving forward. It may make you feel uncomfortable, but you're going to have to learn how to work outside your comfort zone in order to be successful and to have positive change. Because this wheel is saying you keep moving forward, it's going to work out for the best for you. This King of Wands in reverse. This is someone that's very selfish and insecure and jealous. It's either you or someone, and it could be this unfinished business that you have to deal with. It could be someone that is being brash and abrasive and impulsive, and they're causing trouble. They're getting out of control. It could be some other person, and it could be you. Whoever it is, they don't want, if it's the other person, not you, someone wants you not to do this thing. Someone wants you to remain right where you are. They don't want the situation to change for your benefit. They don't want you to move forward with anything. Yeah. They feel like they're being left behind. And so they're jealous and they're mad. They're being selfish and they're doing all they can to stop it. But you can't let that get in the way. You have to keep moving forward. You have to deal with this person, and you have to finish that business with that person so you can move forward, so that fortune is on your side. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with them. And it's not saying if it's a love interest. It's not saying if it's a family member or anything. It's just saying someone is trying to get in the way of your success. Someone is trying to get in the way of you moving forward. And you have unfinished business with them. So you need to finish that business with them, take care of it, so that you can move forward with this wheel, this positive change. That's your current energy. Because, I mean, you have all the tools you need to move forward. You have all the tools you need to move forward, but this person, for some reason or another, they're not wanting you to. This is fire energy. This is someone, either Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or someone that has it in their chart. And they're trying to get in the way of your success. But you can't let them if you're wanting to succeed. Okay. Future energy is the Knight of Water. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Yeah, let me go back because okay, this past energy and this current energy are working in unison, are working together. Okay, this past energy is saying here in the recent past, or a while ago, you've been working on trying to get something accomplished, some goal, and you decided, okay, screw it, I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to do it how people think I should do it. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And you defy social norms, you question traditions, you just do the thing. Okay, this could have something to do with maybe a divorce. I'm thinking it's a divorce because that's the only thing I can think of that people would look at as being against the social norm. Like, oh, you're divorcing? Some religions don't like it, don't like divorce. They don't agree with divorce. They don't encourage it. They don't like it. They basically say you should try to stick it out, forever. Your partner's forever. You marry this person. So, some religions are like, no, you can't divorce. There's no such thing as divorce. But other religions are not that strict. But maybe you were married to someone, and because of your religious background, the way you were raised, your religious background is saying, you should try to stick with that person for the rest. I mean, you marry this person, you have kids with this person, you should try to stick it out for the rest of your lives, your life partners. But maybe something going on with it to where, because from what I'm seeing in this current energy, this person is not very nice. And perhaps you just have had enough and you're like, okay, screw it. I can't take it anymore. I don't care what my family thinks of me, what they say. I don't care how I was raised. I've got to get away from this person. I can't deal with this anymore. And so you decide to get a divorce. And, some of your supporters, they're like, dang, it took you this long, okay, yeah, good for you. Because, she wasn't nice or he wasn't nice. It's good for you. You're doing what makes you happy. So you have support. People acknowledge that, you did a good job. You completed a victory. You have your confidence back. You're going to, progress in life now. It's like you weren't happy in that situation. And so now you're the sun. You've had a happy outcome. You successfully separated or divorced for this person. Now you have confidence in yourself. But in current energy, maybe it's not quite final yet as far as like the divorce, because you have unfinished business with this person. It's not final yet, and they're fighting back. Up until this moment, up until recently, they didn't really have much to say. They was mad. You guys weren't talking. And now that they're down to the wire, now they're trying to fight back. They're throwing everything they can at you to get this divorce not to go through. Or this breakup. Or this separation. And so they're hitting you with everything they got. But if you want it to work out, you're going to have to keep moving forward. You're going to have to deal with this person and say, look, you know, things aren't working out. Neither one of us is happy. We need to move on from each other. Okay? I've outgrown you. You've outgrown me. It's not working. You haven't finished business. They're going to resist. But you can't, if you want this to work, you can't join in the game of resisting this breakup. You can't resist the change, because change is needed. Change is needed. A positive change for you is needed. If you go through with this, fortune is going to be on your side. Spirit has said fortune is going to be on your side. But there has to be a positive change. Okay? Okay, now let me go on to future energy. Okay, Knight of Water. Clarify, Knight of Water, please. Clarify, Knight of Water. Oops. I'm going to take that one because it tried to come out. And I popped it back in. Knight of Water, please. Clarify, Knight of Water. Oop. And it fell on the floor, of course. Oh, let me reach. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Sorry, I had to pop that neck. Oh, my goodness. Oh. So I'm not sitting in this chair properly. I'm sorry. Okay. Knight of Water. Remember, with someone falling in love. Or it could be the need to balance your emotions. Or it could be an invitation to a social event. I'm feeling it's someone that needs to balance their emotions. The Knight of Swords. The Nine of Swords fell out in reverse. And the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords in reverse, it means there's some kind of inner turmoil, but it can also mean the release of someone, the release of worry, the release of anxiety. This could signify. What the heck is that? Signify. Okay, this could signal that someone is feeling that a past trauma is coming back. So this is future energy, okay? This past trauma of this relationship is, you feel like it could come back to rear its ugly head, but you have to keep hopeful that it won't. And that means you have to think of your own happy. You have to think of your happiness. Don't feel guilty about wanting to be happy. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your mental health. You know, if it feels like you're more sane without that situation over here, then leave that situation in the past. Okay? Release that worry. Don't worry about it anymore. If you've done what you need to do, and now here in this future energy, if you've gone through with that situation and you've dealt with your unfinished business and you've released that person, then all you need to focus now on is your mental health. You need to fight against the negativity. Just keep fighting against it. There's nothing wrong with feeling happy or wanting to be happy or wanting to get rid of things that are negative. that serve you no positive purpose. The King of Pentacles is someone that's abundant. It means abundance, prosperity, security, wealth, leadership. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean financial help. It could. Most of the time it does, but it also could mean mental wealth, um, your well-being, someone being abundantly healthy. And that goes for mental health and physical health, because your mental health can affect your physical health. Your physical health can affect your mental health. It can be a cycle. But you need to jump in there somewhere and take care of yourself so that both of them come to a balance. See what I'm saying? But King of Pentacles, that means someone who's very successful, someone who's very wealthy. And that could mean mentally, spiritually, as well as financially. It means that you've achieved great things, and that you can finally say that you've reached your goal. You can sit back and enjoy it. Okay, so now, so far for what I see is, someone's gone through, you or someone connected to you has gone through a breakup or a divorce, or you're started the process of going through the divorce. That was past energy. Current energy is saying, in order for the divorce to go through and be successful, you have to keep moving forward with the proceedings. Don't fall for this other person, their tricks, because they're trying everything they can to keep you from going through with it, because they're being selfish. They're being insecure. They know it's not working out, but they don't want to let go. So you have to let go. Don't fall for it. Don't feel guilty because you're wanting to do this. Okay, you need to keep it moving forward, because it's going to be successful. And I'm saying it's successful in the fact that it's hurting, and no divorce is good. But sometimes it's required for people to divorce in order for them to grow. So, because at some point in the relationship, it got to where it was not working out, and both people need to separate to grow, because together they were no good. That tree stopped growing. And so they had to separate and to cut off the dead ends of it in order for them to grow. They were too wrapped around each other, and it was not cohesive. It was not healthy. They were poisoning each other. So you had to separate them in order for them to grow. And that's what the wheel is saying. The wheel is saying that it's time for a positive change. That the situation suddenly moves forward, that, fortune is going to be on your side if you let it happen. Don't let this other person throw a monkey wrench. Don't let them fool you into believing that what you're doing is wrong when what you're doing is right. This future energy is saying, this Knight of Water is saying that there's a need to balance your emotions. You need to balance your emotions now that things are starting to come back to a quote-unquote normal for you. These deep-seated concerns of what you went through with this person has caused a trauma. And you, instead of sitting around thinking, okay, it's going to come back to get me, I'm going to be sorry for what I did, this person's going to really get me, or people are going to hate me. No, you can't think that way. You have to move forward with your life now. You are not the person you were when you were with that person. You are a whole brand new person. You have completely changed. The person you knew then, the person you were then, no longer exists. You are who you are now. And moving forward, taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health, taking care of your physical health, growing as a person, as an individual. A year from now, you're going to be totally different from what you are now. No one ever stays the same. No one should ever stay the same. Everyone should be growing and leveling up. Their vibrations should be getting higher. With the more they get to know themselves, the more they learn about themselves, the more they learn how to treat themselves and how to treat others, and how to open their mind to how the world really works, to become more cultured and more knowledgeable. The higher your vibration gets, you totally change. You could do so much for yourself and so much inner introspection and so much shadow work over the next year or so, and you look back at yourself and other people are going to see you in a year and they're going to probably not hardly ever be able to recognize you. They'll be looking at you like, is that you? Hey, how you doing? You know, they'll look at you like they've never met you before, because they haven't met this you, or the you that you're going to be in a year. So that's what this Knight of Water is saying for your future, that you need to get a grasp of your emotions. You need to get a balance of your emotions, because being in a turbulent roller coaster of a relationship for long periods of time, it can do a number on you. It can do a number on your emotions. I've seen it. It can totally change your outlook on life. It can totally, you can be in these types of relationships and look at yourself and say, oh my God, how did I even get here? This isn't the person that I married. This isn't how my life was supposed to be. So when you find yourself in something like that, you need to really take a look at your life and say, okay, is this really how I want to spend the rest of my life? Or do I want to stay like this? Because it's like, there could be so much that you're missing out on. You know? I've seen it. Okay, so the overall energy is the Two of Air. Two of Air is someone that's not being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending that there is no problem. That's the worst thing that you can do, is if you're having issues and everyone else around you sees what's going on, but you're acting like nothing's happening. That's not good. That is not good. We're going to clarify though. Okay, clarify. Two of Air. Clarify Two of Air. Clarify Two of Air. Clarify Two of, okay. Alrighty. Okay. To clarify Two of Air, we have Six of Pentacles and Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Six of Pentacles is sharing, giving, sharing your wealth, being generous, or receiving from someone, receiving a charitable gift. When someone gets this card, that means they may be at a point, I'm not saying that they're super rich, but they're at a point to where they can comfortably give charity to someone financially. If you do not have the financial means, that means that you give a lot of your time to doing something. You could volunteer to do handiwork for the elderly around their houses, do some kind of work to their houses, or you could donate your time and energy to a church or a soup kitchen or volunteering at the hospital or something like that. That's giving of your time. That's doing charitable work. Or you may be on the receiving end of someone or some company or institution given to you. You could be in a financial bind to where you can't afford certain things. You're working on your pinnacles. You're working on your finances. But you could be also in the position to where people see this and they know you're going through something, so they give to you because they understand your situation. So it could be either or. I mean, and that's not a bad thing, because sometimes we need things done and we can't afford it. And when people recognize that, there's someone that may be able to donate something to you. You just the best thing you can do is go ahead and accept it. They went out of their way to do this for you. The best thing you can do is accept it with gratitude. Just say, thank you. I really do appreciate this. I really do. And then you have to stop and think, okay, now if I had the money, I would do that. But I don't have the money. But these people or this company or this institution is willing to do this for me. Be thankful. They could have gave it to somebody else or done it for someone else. So that's what that card means. This Six of Cups means it could mean boredom. It could mean there may have been some kind of child abuse or someone leaving a home, something about stagnation. Oh, this relationship was abusive. This could mean someone was leaving or has left an abusive relationship, and because they were in it for so long, victims of abuse, sometimes they feel guilty about leaving their abuser. Maybe that's where the guilt came from. If this is something that you're going through, you may want to seek therapy. There's nothing wrong with seeking therapy. Therapy, it gives someone, a third party, someone that is not even connected to you, someone that is considered completely neutral from your situation and from your life. It gives them the opportunity to go over certain issues with you, to help give you guidance as to what you can do to get over this trauma, because it is trauma. You've been suffering trauma for years with this abusive relationship. This can be a good omen. This can mean that this is, and I think this is what this is. This Two of Air, maybe you're trying to decide whether or not you want to get therapy. Maybe you feel like you can't afford it. But if you know someone or know of a way that you can, I know that some people think that it's too expensive. Some people think that they're airing their family business, dirty laundry. No, it's nothing like that, because these people don't know anything about you. When you go to a place, to a mental health facility, and you tell them, I'd like to speak to someone. I feel I need counseling. I feel like I'm depressed. I'd like to speak to someone. They put you in touch with someone, and that stuff is confidential. They don't contact any family members. They don't contact friends. That's between you and that counselor. People would have to go through, it'd have to be something serious for your records to be accessed. So there's nothing that they can find out about you. It would have to require a criminal case, a serious criminal case like a murder or something like that for them to access your information. So you have nothing to worry about. No one can just walk in there and say, yeah, I want to talk to so-and-so's doctor. I want to see if so-and-so is a patient here. You can't do that. This isn't the 1950s. This isn't the 1950s. No, here now these days in 2020, you need a court order from a judge. You need something. And even then, they may release certain records, but they're not going to release all the records. And getting a counselor or a doctor to talk against you, they're not going to do that. It's like, no, so-and-so is my patient, and it's against my Hippocratic oath for me to give you any information as to what we talked about. They don't do that. They don't do that. So just to let you know that if you're feeling down and depressed and you feel like you need to talk to someone, I would do it. I was diagnosed with depression years and years and years ago. Now, honestly, I have not talked to a counselor for quite some time, but I know that that option is there for me. If I feel like I'm getting to a point to where I need to talk to someone, I know I can. And I know that whatever I say is between me and them. So, but this Two of Air this is saying that pretending that there's no problem. You shouldn't be pretending that there's no problem. You shouldn't be, if you're feeling depressed and down and traumatized by this whole thing, you should talk to someone. You should schedule an appointment, or charitable. I know that some religious sects, like if you're Catholic, if you go to not necessarily maybe the church that you're attending, but if you go to a Catholic church and confess, that may be helpful. If you belong to a church, whichever religion, maybe ask the pastor or the preacher or a priest or the leader of that church, the leader of that religious organization. Ask them, is there anyone that you can talk to? Can you talk to them about what's going on or about your feelings? But if you're feeling depressed, I would recommend a licensed professional for that particular thing, because then you don't have to feel like you're talking to someone who's religious and then start feeling guilty, like they're judging you. Whereas if you talk to a totally third-party, neutral, licensed professional, you don't have to worry about that judgment or fearing that judgment. And it helps get it off your chest. And they can help you come up with ways of dealing with it when you start feeling a certain way. They can give you things that you can do to help you feel better. Not necessarily put you on any kind of medication, but, exercises that you can do. Keeping a journal, that type of thing. Sorry, my dog is making noise. But okay. So that's what I'm getting from this reading, Cancer, is that something that you've gone through has got you down in the dumps, and you can remedy that. It's okay to ask for help. But what you did was you made the right move. It says fortune is on your side. So you chose the right path if you chose to leave this abusive relationship for, brighter days, sunnier days, clear waters. You don't want to live in that darkness, too much longer, any longer than you have to. But, I know that once you leave and you're there, in your own space and doing your own thing, you have time to think and sit and dwell on stuff like that. And that trauma, it can work on you. So, yeah, I just recommend seeking a licensed professional to help get you through this, because you can only say so much to your family and friends, because after a while they're going to be tired of hearing it, or they're going to give all kinds of advice, and it's going to have you confused, and you don't want to be any more confused than you already are. So yeah, I recommend a licensed professional. Okay, let's see what the Black Moon astrology card is for your reading. It is Black Moon Lilith. Mystery. Okay, so this is card number 12. So we're going to find out what card number 12 says, and then we're going to, the explanations are kind of long, so I'm going to try to find some sentences that, I need to go through here and highlight each of the sentences that explain the cards, because they just start talking and they just keep on and on. Okay, I'm going to hold it up as I read it. Okay, Lilith is the ancient goddess of mystery and transformation. It says, there's a quote at the top that says, "In revenge and in love, woman is more barbaric than man is." That is a quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. It is time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness, or revenge. What you have worked for so hard may collapse. Black Moon Lilith represents soul expansion and cosmological awareness, the force in aloneness and the path of individual. Black Moon Lilith is a dark goddess. She is a ghost to the moon. As a shift in power and consciousness, she symbolizes destruction before creation. The name Lilith means screech owl or night hag. Okay, let's see. It says, throughout the ages, Lilith was demonized. She was the first spiritual upstart, but in recent years her status has changed. She's a feminine force of command and strength. She represents the powers we hold in secret. When this card turns up during a reading, something lurks. Lilith appears as the dark part of the astrological chart. She is our shadow side, the dark face of the moon, where mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie in wait. This card indicates a call to wildness, even subversion. Lilith is the evocation of what may or may not be there. She can manifest as madness or self-realization. Lilith represents a refusal to submit, so it is not a good time to give in, even when the path seems a rough one. So there we go, Lilith. That means, to me, it's saying that we need to work. Don't be afraid of our dark self, our shadow self, our shadow side. We work on our shadow. And that means we work on things that people would consider negative and bad, but we know it doesn't have to be that way, and we know how to control it. But it also that card means to me that we shouldn't let things scare us just because they seem mysterious and unknown. That if we know what it is that is good for us, we shouldn't let things jump in front of us and scare us into going back into the shadows. Okay? So, alrighty. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you have any questions, please contact me. I'll leave my contact information in the description below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, if you'd like to donate to the channel, or if you'd like to donate something off of my Amazon wish list, I'm leaving all that information in the description below the video. So Cancers, I hope you have a great day or great evening, whatever time you're watching this. This is for October 1st through October 15th. If you like, subscribe, share. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to know when I'm dropping videos, and then you'll also be notified when videos are going to be posted at a future time and date and time. Okay? All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Love you guys, okay? I'll see you in a few days. Bye.